Hey, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to a new Let's Play from me, the Mysterious JG. As discussed in my Let's Play of Grand Theft Auto Vice City, I've decided to continue on backwards with Grand Theft Auto 3. In theory, one of the most important games of the... I guess this was a PlayStation 2 era game, wasn't it? It's one of the most important games of the era. One of my favorite games of all time that I didn't used to own until I had it on PS4. I had Vice City. Grand Theft Auto 3 I just kind of borrowed from other people. But it's a game I've never actually completed. I've got all the way to the last mission and never finished. So I'm looking forward to checking out Grand Theft Auto 3. Play Misty for me. Apparently that character is Misty, who appears very briefly in the story. Does very little, but became the iconic cover art. That's like a big part of the Grand Theft Auto games, is having some really minor character appear in all of the game advertising material. I always thought it was a non-character who would just appear, but apparently that is supposed to be Misty. The bikini chick from Vice City is supposed to be one of the strippers from Club Malibu. Presumably the girl from San Andreas is somebody as well, who knows. But here, yeah. Excuse me, that's a great way to start. Grand Theft Auto 3, guys. I have memories of advertisements for this game playing constantly on WWE Raw and SmackDown when the game first came out. Like, just absolutely saturating the airwaves with ads, which included a car driving around and lots of machine gun sounds while they were playing music from the Italian opera station. And I thought they were really well done commercials, but I saw each of them 800,000 times. I think my partner's a rat. We gotta shut him up. That phrase is coming up in this game at some point, folks, because it came up 8 million times a week on TV and ads. Also, at some point, we will definitely be hearing somebody say, "You do this for me, you will be a made man." That phrase also appeared on 800 bajillion advertisements. So we'll check out these opening credits once, and that'll probably be it. From this point on, we'll just be jumping straight into the game. The music's kind of nice. Kind of chill. And now I guess we're going to load. Didn't quite stick in my memory like the music from Vice City or San Andreas does in the intro, but had its own feel. I don't know who that guy is, but he's pretty badass. Look at him. He's a comic book villain for sure. I think I remember who they are. No idea who that's supposed to be. Our girlfriend Catalina showed up at one point too. So we'll be jumping right into a load game, but I'm going to want to start over. So we will start a new game, and then once we've played through the intro, we will jump into a save slot. Because I did quite a bit of off-screening to collect packages and just have some goodies at our disposal from the beginning of the game. I'm interested in showing off the story, but definitely, if you're playing the game yourself, I'm going to have some advantages that you would not be starting with. So Liberty City at some point in, I guess, the 90s. We just shot a camera.
Babe, I'm an ambitious girl. You're just small time.
So we just got betrayed and shot by our girlfriend / criminal partner. 10 years for love. The tough guy who was betrayed by his girlfriend yesterday learned another harsh lesson. He was convicted of a crime. He received 10 years, blah, blah, blah. So we're on our way to prison for a robbery that we were involved in, where we got betrayed.
City is in shock today as the police and emergency services deal with the aftermath of a devastating attack on a police convoy this morning. As yet, no details have been released about the prisoners.
Wait, you're giving away the plot. The police convoy hasn't been attacked yet. We're watching it now.
The convoy left police headquarters early this morning for a routine transfer of felons to Liberty Penitentiary. The attack took place on the Callahan Bridge, leaving few witnesses and the bridge itself severely damaged. Some of the convicts are thought to have perished in the explosion that followed the initial attack. Revelations as to the professionalism of the attack struck police hours afterward, when identification of the missing felons were further hampered by an attack by computer hackers on police headquarters databases.
Oh no, hackers.
The Porter Tunnel project
Robots.
fell behind schedule.
They
This
can defeat
disaster
the
leaves
hackers.
Portland isolated from the rest of the city.
Robots. They are useful tools of humans. Hackers, guys.
Come on! Senor Dickhead. It's no problem to kill you.
So the Colombians are breaking somebody out of prison, and we're just kind of beneficiaries here. They're not interested in us.
Aye, get lost.
This dude, who is not us, decides to take advantage of the situation. And we and that dude are going to try to get out of here. It's a bomb. There you go. More opening story than some of these games. Oh, I guess that's not true. Vice City had a whole prologue before you controlled Tommy. But yeah, we're on our way to prison, and we happen to be in with somebody the Colombians want to bust out. Colombians have no interest in helping us.
Where we can lay low, but my hands are all messed up, so you better drive, brother.
Luckily, there's a car right here, so you really can't fail this mission. I mean, you can get in cop trouble and get arrested, and presumably restart the whole game. But of all the games, this is the one where the radio is the most like frenetic and doesn't seem to connect to. I don't know. There's not that many songs that I recognize from the real world because they bought much cheaper music in this game. So they don't seem to highlight the music over the commercials that much. But yeah, basically the plot at this point is we were being transferred from the local lockup to prison for a long-term sentence, and we just got busted out. And the person that we busted out with seems to have some place where we can lay low and be safe. So we're going to go there.
This is the place right here. Let's get off the street and find a change of clothes.
It's Crazy Eddie's Tires and Rims. When on a mission, we can save our game here. Garage can be used to store a vehicle. So you start this game with the ability to save one car, which we do not have in Vice City. Vice City, you have to buy a place.
He's connected. His name's Luigi. Me and him go back, so I could probably get you some work. Come on, let's head over there.
The dialogue here is pretty compacted. Gets right to the point, and we're going to find that our hero does not talk. We are a mute protagonist, which I thought I liked in this game until I realized that Tommy Vercetti's character added a lot to Vice City. But no, in this game, this is how I always thought of Grand Theft Auto games as working for a long time.
Let's go around the back and use the service door.
Surrounded with colorful characters, but your character is just kind of a blank slate. So our first mission, Luigi's Girls, we have to do before we can even save. So you would expect it will be fairly unchallenging.
Wait here, man, while I go in and talk to Luigi.
That's 8-Ball, by the way. At some point we find out his name is 8-Ball. I don't know if he was part of armed robbery or not.
Say hello to 8-Ball, lady.
Okay, I guess that's where we found his name.
Got some business upstairs. Well, maybe you could do me a favor. One of my girls needs a ride, so grab a car and pick up Misty from the clinic, then bring her back here. Remember, no one messes with my girls. So keep your hands on the wheel. If you don't mess this up, maybe there'll be more work for you. Now get out of here.
So this rando shows up. He's like, yeah, go pick up one of my girls at the clinic. Yeah, see? Yeah, I trust you with one of my girls. Yeah. But this is a pretty simple mission. We just drive from one place to another. we get introduced to the incredibly important character of Misty, who will appear not only in all the materials for this game, but was apparently the target at the shooting gallery for Grand Theft Auto Vice City for some reason. She's not at the clinic, she's at a hospital, or if you're Vince McMahon, a local medical facility. It's Mike Hunt, get it? So you gotta take Misty to Luigi's club. Why would this girl be at the clinic? I can't imagine. What does she do for Luigi? I can't imagine.
PetsOvernight.com, delivering little bundles of love in a box directly to your door.
More tolerable, less annoying, a better variety of weird noises between songs. The station your parents warned you about. More
So our mission was passed, $1,500, and we gained the ability to actually save at the safe house. You can go and see Luigi for more work, or check out Liberty City. Well, to earn some extra cash, why not borrow a taxi?
Are you ready to party? These boys certainly are. And I hear the lead singer's out of therapy and ready to date your sister.
So, I mean, we can come in here at any old time and save. And as you can see, we've got a garage. No car in it yet. We can get a baseball bat. Walk through the door to save the game. You cannot save during a mission. Any vehicle left in this garage will be stored when the game is saved. Well, I mean, it's not a very convoluted intro. It's not a very involved backstory. But as brief as that was, the overarching theme of the game is going to be getting revenge on that woman who shot us. They don't do a great job of building that up. Not for a while, anyway. I think she will reappear in the story because our character doesn't really have a lot of opportunity to talk to people about his inner feelings and what he wants out of life. So, yeah. But eventually, we will be building ourselves up, getting more powerful in the crime community, and going for revenge on that lady whose name we don't even currently know. But let's load to where I've done a little bit of off-screening to put us in a slightly stronger position here in Liberty City. We have a car now. It's just a sports car that I found someplace. It's not unique or anything like that. There are unique, like, bulletproof vehicles you can get in certain missions. I have not acquired anything like that. But now, we've got 6 police stars. You get those by doing vigilante missions in this game. Vigilante missions in this game work very differently from in Vice City. Because your level does go up and you get more money per mission. But, the only vehicle you can do them in is a police car. None of the other options... I guess there's a police... I guess that prisoner transport truck is probably findable somewhere. But it's just a regular police car. You can't do it in, like, any other fancy vehicles that I know of. Maybe you could do it in a Rhino. I haven't gotten a Rhino yet. But, your missions are... what's the word I'm looking for? You don't have to do them all consecutively. They add up. So you can get in a police cruiser, do 2 or 3 vigilante missions, get out, save your game, get another one, start over, and it's cumulative. This is the word I'm looking for. And you have to do a certain number of missions on each island to get police stars. So the most you can get on the first island is 2. How could I possibly have 6 then? Well, same reason I've got all these weapons. I got all the hidden packages on all 3 islands except for one, which you're not really supposed to be able to access until a later point in the story. It's possible to get all 100 packages. The one I couldn't get is at the top of a bridge, which is a bridge that moves up and down to allow ships to pass under it. So when you advance far enough in the story that bridge begins to operate, you're supposed to go to the bridge when it is in the down position. But if you use this game's single fixed-wing aircraft, which is meant to be a glider, called the Dodo. It's just a side thing you can do for fun. See how long you can keep this thing in the air. It has, like, clipped wings. People who've, like, kind of broken the controls a bit and are flying the thing far better than it was ever meant to be flown, you can get up to this package and get all 100. I tried a couple times off screen. It was very frustrating, and I wasn't having a lot of fun, and I gave up. So we have 99 out of 100 hidden packages now. But I haven't answered the question. How did I get to these other islands? Because it would be easy to show you if this game had a map. This game doesn't have a map, by the way. We're stuck on the first island. Much like in Vice City, we have to advance the plot to a certain point before you can get to other islands in the game. This game has a total of 3 islands. And you get about a third of the way through the main story, and you unlock the second island. About 2/3 of the way through the main story, you unlock the third island. But the locks on the islands are a little bit weird, and there's a little bit of a flaw in the programming which will allow us to get someplace we're not supposed to be. I did not discover this. I read about it online and executed it, but I'm going to show it to you. Off screen, I did this in one try to make sure I could still do it. Now watch it take like 30 attempts to show. But off screen, I managed to do this perfectly. Not just, I obviously did it once to actually execute the trick, but then I did it off screen just a minute before I started recording to show that I could still do it. Because there is what we're going to do is sort of clip through the world and land out of bounds. Common thing that you can do in some of these old PS1, PS2 era games. This may not be the best truck in which to attempt this trick, but there is a subway in this game that travels between the islands, and it actually travels right through here. So we need to be right on the edge of this thing. And we fall off the edge of the world, and we land on top of the subway. So we're directly on top of a subway tunnel that's running from the first island through the second and third islands. We're standing on the roof of it. You are not meant to be able to get here. But if you come here, you can run. I am probably going to mess this up. Yeah, I don't think I was supposed to do that. I think I may have messed this up, but there's a specific place. I should have looked this up, actually. If you fall... Welcome to Staunton Island. We land with minor damage on the second island, which we shouldn't be able to reach yet. The bridge between the islands is not connected. The thing about the second island is, because the game doesn't really... the game sets a block by having the subway be closed, and there's an underwater tunnel that's closed, I think, and the bridge is blown up, so you can't drive across, and that's it. When you reach a certain point in the plot, that bridge is connected, and blocks are placed between the second and third island. Well, because they didn't expect you to be able to get to the second island, they set up the blocks between the second and third island in such a way that they come into existence at on the exact same mission where you open the path from the first island to the second island. The path between the second island and the third island is broken. So if you get to the first island when it's supposed to be blocked, the third island is not blocked. So, and also our save point here, our save point on the second island, which shouldn't be available yet. We haven't done the mission that would get us access to it. It's already working. We're also already the enemy of the South Americans, by the way. This gang, like, you remember in Vice City, I went to great effort to avoid making any gangs hostile. That gang is hostile to us before the game even starts. That is the gang that betrayed us at the beginning of the game. They already consider us their enemy. So I might be cut off in showcasing all of this stuff to you by getting killed, but, yeah, I'm trying to... How am I going to get out of here now? Crap. This is just sort of a pain in the butt to get out of here. Not really supposed to be doing a lot of fancy jumping to get around in this game. Alright. At least I got us out of there. So let's just round out this video by showcasing all these places I'm not supposed to be
The
yet.
game Pogo the Monkey today. Right, Pogo? And coming soon, Pogo the Monkey card game, Pogo the Monkey plastic dolls, Pogo the Monkey quilt covers, and Pogo the Monkey car covers. With the dad who has everything, why not a Pogo the Monkey tie and sports jacket?
So I can head for our... This is the second island. We're not supposed to be here yet. I will head for the safe house, just to let you guys check it out. Also, because we can get armor there. This island has a lot of the Colombians on it. The third island also has the Colombians. And they are our enemies, because our girlfriend who betrayed us is part of the Colombian cartel gang. So here, get some ammo for all our various weapons. The one thing we don't have, because this game you're not unlocking vehicles with hidden packages as you do in Vice City. We're never going to get an assault chopper. There is a tank in the game, but we don't get one via hidden packages. So the ultimate weapon in this game that we don't have access to, we're one hidden package short of, is a rocket launcher, a rocket-propelled grenade launcher. I guess I had a police car saved. I was trying to remember what I had saved here. That's not really that impressive. I guess I had police cars saved. I would save them as I found them to make it easy to do vigilante missions to get those police stars.
Check out Sex Club 7 for some steamy, hot trance music.
But in fact, what we need to do now is try to get
Jazz is your bag.
to the third island just to showcase it.
Luigi's bar. That's also a red light district.
Oh, and they were actually talking about Luigi's place, so the in-game DJs are talking about locations that we've been to. So I'm trying to remember how we actually get off of this island, because it's not that obvious. There is no button to press to bring up a map like there was in Vice City. Every Grand Theft Auto game, not counting necessarily the ones for portable systems that were ported over later, but all the main games involve small quality of life improvements. And when you go back and play this one, having recently played Vice City, it's obvious that Vice City's big quality of life improvement is that it gives you... oh, that's not the right place either. I'm trying to remember how I actually get... There's a tunnel I gotta go into, I think. Here it is. So this will take us to the last island. But the big quality of life improvement from Grand Theft Auto 3 to Vice City is the addition of a map. You only have your little bottom left corner local Soliton Ladar map in this game. There is no... Like, the game, I believe, came with probably a fold-out printed map of the whole island, and of course you can go online and find them. But the inability to just hit start and see where you are in the world map is a huge inconvenience in this game. Anyway, this will take us to Shoreside Vale. I don't know why I'm bothering to showcase this now. I'm sure you guys believe me that we can get to places we're not supposed to be. But there should be some kind of blockage stopping us from using this tunnel to get from Island 2 to Island 3. And there will be such a blockage when we advance far enough in the plot that we're supposed to be on Island 2, but not yet supposed to be on Island 3. But in this moment, when we weren't supposed to be able to get to Island 2 in the first place, we just get to go all the way to Island 3. And that's why I was able to get 99 hidden packages and 6 police stars. This last island, Shoreside Vale, is a particularly convoluted and annoying map. It's really difficult to tell where the hell you are. Trying to get out of the car. Well, I'm wasted. So that was us getting to the third island. There's not much point showing off the third island, but we got killed. So now we warp back to Portland Island. And that is a disadvantage of this whole trick. When so we're at the hospital on Portland Island. That's actually where we picked up Misty. And in fact, even as you're exploring those islands, getting hidden packages, if you ever die, you warp back to the first island. So it was a big deal to warp, fall through the floor, get to this island you weren't supposed to be at. Then you quickly got to save, because as you're going around getting hidden packages, you need to go back to your safe house and save periodically. Because if you load from a safe house on Island 2 or Island 3, like if you save on a safe house and load, you get to reappear there. But if you die, you warp back to the hospital on the first island. So it is a little tricky to fully explore. You can't just like play balls out crazy. You've got to be playing like you don't want to be dying by mistake. You need to be taking care of yourself, because if you don't get a save thrown down first, you will be stuck doing the trick to get back to the island again. This game good. We talk about doing it at the after party, yo. Here's the bridge that we started the game on. If the Callan bid is repaired, you'll be able to drive to Staunton Island. Well, there's actually 2 ways to get back to that second island, and this is the one that I couldn't manage to pull off. This is the one that is listed first in every strategy guide listing the 2 ways to get there, and I just can't get it to work. There is apparently a place where if you're positioned exactly right, you're able to jump the gap. So let's quick attempt this before we call it a video. Everything seems well and good on the bridge. The controls, by the way, you don't have great camera control to see where you are. But as you look, there's a little thing that you can drop down on. I dropped onto the wrong spot. You're supposed to be able to walk across and jump. I tried several times and failed. But I think we're going to let this be the video. So the first episode of Let's Play Grand Theft Auto 3 Vice City from Mysterious JG is just me showing off how I was able to glitch my way to Island 2. How I was able to do a whole lot of work on Islands 2 and 3 to get way ahead as far as hidden packages go. Eventually we'll get to Island 3 and I'll show you the dodo and why it's possible, but not for me, to get all 100 hidden packages. It was just way more work than I was going to do. I was like, the game is already completely broken. I've got essentially unlimited access to M16 ammo early in the game. I don't need to be any more powerful than I am. The game's already broken. I'm just now going to show off the story and a lot of fun missions. I really enjoy this game. And it's not a game where I feel like I want to be weighed down by not having lots of awesome weapons. It's a game where having lots of awesome weapons feels pretty cool. The only other thing I guess I should mention is I've got ammo for a flamethrower, which also appears up there. Flamethrowers are not that good in this game because it's really easy to accidentally set yourself on fire, and the range is pretty terrible. But you get flamethrowers in this game. This game has firefighter missions. It has paramedic, firefighter, and vigilante. Vigilante, as I already explained. Cumulative, so you don't have to get them all at one go, but a certain number of missions per island will get you up to 2 stars. So if you do all those missions on all 3 islands, you get 6 stars, police stars, to reduce your wanted level. This health pickup is not always here. You do not get health back just from saving your game. So early in the game, it is annoying. You have to find and locate health pickups to get your health back. And one of the places that has health pickups is the hospital. But doing paramedic missions, which in this game I found really difficult compared to other games, they were very ungenerous with time. But again, they're cumulative. You don't have to get them all at one go. And if you do a bunch of them, you get a health pickup. If you do even more, you get an adrenaline pickup at your base. Those are the things that, if you hit it, time slows down temporarily. But it's right here at your base. There's no way to incorporate that into anything. It wears off before you can get anywhere where it would be useful. So I'm not going to bother to get that one. And then firefighter missions, it's another one. They're cumulative, and you have to do them on all 3 islands. But if you do like 20 firefighter missions each on all 3 islands or something crazy like that, you get ammo for the flamethrower. And that's going to be it for this video. We have everything we could have except an adrenaline pickup, which I can't be bothered with because it's really not that useful, and the rocket launcher, which we will eventually get when we advance to the point in the story where we can access Island 3. And when we come back next time, we'll actually get going on the base level missions, which you're supposed to be doing with almost no resources at all. And I think you'll find that it's fun to have these cool guns and grenades and stuff, but most missions, it's not really all that useful. Like, most missions are going to come down to driving ability. But we'll see as we go on. Catch you guys next time for more Grand Theft Auto 3. Bye-bye.